Do the more.
What, bitch?
Do the more.
Yeah, whoa.
Do the more.
Yeah, woo.
Do the more.
Yeah, whoa. Damn.
Niggas tryna flex like Mar.
Like Mar.
Fuck bitches, no X like Mar.
Yeah.
Pull up and down. Lilmar, no, for real, that way. Yo, welcome back to another finance video, guys. And today, I'm going to be trying to give you guys a little bit of tips about investing in the stock market. Now, I'm not about to beat around the bush here. I've only been investing like off and on for a couple of months now. I'm still a beginner myself. I'm still trying to learn new stuff myself. So everything I say here might not be correct. And if you respectfully disagree, feel free to let me know why in the comments and let me know what you guys think, because I'm still like a learning investor. Like I said, I'm open to learning more, but I do know a little bit of what I've learned so far, and I want to spread the knowledge on to you guys and give you guys who just know absolutely nothing about it some advice. So that's what I'm about to do in this video. I'm also not going to sit here and act like I've made a whole bunch of money off the stock market. My most recent gain was off of Dogecoin, which I told you about 2 weeks ago. A lot of you guys did not believe me, but I told you guys it had the hype, and once the hype got the hype up again, it went 400% overnight. It went from less than 1 cent all the way up to 8 cents. So that was like, I made several $1,000s off of that. That was a huge gain. But like I said, it was just a pump and dump. And cryptos are not the same as a stock market. I'm not saying they are. This video is not about cryptocurrencies, but I will get into that later. I also managed to get into GameStop and AMC before they blew up too far. GameStop was really just like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. That they really just got lucky. Honestly, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to make $1 million overnight off of the stock market. It's just not going to happen. And I'm going to give you guys some tips about long-term investing and how to find actual good investments. This video is not going to be giving you guys stocks to go invest into, because I just can't tell you. A company that I invest into might take a loss, it might take a win, it might go up, it might go down. It's just how the stock market works. You never know. You have to do your own research and find companies that you like and that you believe in and that you want to invest in. That's basically how it works. It actually is really not that hard at all. But anyways, to start off, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, first of all, you need to know which broker to use. Now, as you guys know, I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard of the drama of Robinhood and all the other traders, Webull and whatnot, that put on restrictions against GameStop because it blew up so fast. And that was absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, just because we all like a stock, like, there was no manipulation on our part with that. Like, we like the stock, we're able to go out and buy it. You provide free trading. Just because it went up and us regular people that aren't billionaires are starting to profit off of it, you're going to restrict us. So, in my opinion, we should all boycott Robinhood. I will put my referral link down in the description anyways, because I'm not going to close my account. I still have a couple of positions in there. It is a good account. I mean, it is a good site for beginners, although there isn't a lot of stocks on it. Like most of the penny stocks and OTC stocks, it doesn't have most of those on there. Like, you have to open an account with the actual broker to find those stocks, and I'll list all those in a minute. And I was talking about cryptocurrencies. Coinbase is good for cryptocurrencies. This video isn't about cryptocurrencies, but I will put my referral link in the description for that one as well if you want to sign up for Coinbase. I recommend them. But if you want to invest in actual stocks, you're going to want to open an account with an actual broker. Now, personally, I use TD Ameritrade. They're good in my opinion. I will put a link down for that as well if you guys want to sign up. But there's also many other brokers that are very great. There's Fidelity. I have my 401k account with them. I do not invest in stocks with them, but they are very great. If you don't sign up for TD Ameritrade, I highly recommend Fidelity instead. But besides those two, those are the two best in my opinion. But there's Vanguard, there's E-Trade, there's Charles Schwab. Those are the top 5 best brokers to open an investment account with. It's very simple. If you look them up and go to their website, it may take a couple days for them to approve all of your documents and get you signed up, and sometimes it'll take a while for the transfer to go through. But before you can start investing and have buying power to actually invest in stocks. But once you get that all done, then you're good to go. Now, as for investing in stocks, honestly, we live in a generation now. We have so much technology and resources. It is so easy nowadays to find which stock is good to invest in. Personally, what I've recently been doing, and it's actually been working out very well, is finding a Discord group, a Reddit server, even just browsing through Twitter and just finding groups. Like, for example, if you're on Reddit, here's a couple of good subreddits that are great to find that they all they do is talk about stocks. For one, there's investing, r/investing. There's penny stocks, they're great as well. There's stocks. These are three good. A lot of you think Wall Street bets, I mean, because they've been blowing up so fast recently that a lot of you guys think there's going to be another pumping up on Wall Street bets. But honestly, those three that I just listed are like the best ones if you want to find actual long-term stocks where you'll actually these are good companies that, you know, have an actual future. Most of those forums, when people find a stock and they share about it on those, they'll give like it's called a due diligence. They'll give you guys a little bit of information about the stock. And, you know, if there's a good, like, press release, all you really have to do is find a good press release or, like, news about a stock. And if it looks promising, then all you have to do is keep looking into that stock. You have to do your own research at that point. You can lead a deer to the water, but you can't make them drink. Like, when somebody tells you about a stock, or if they give you, if they, like, post a press release that a company just put out about their company, at that point, you're on your own. At that point, you go to Yahoo Finance. If you haven't signed up on Yahoo Finance, I highly recommend you go sign up on there. And they have all the details about every stock. Once you type in a stock on there, you can see all of their press releases, all their news releases. You can read conversations about the stock. People have conversations about the stock all the time. So at that point, you just have to do your own research. You have to look back at the graph. You have to see how that stock has been doing within the last 3 months, 1 month, last week. You gotta see what its all-time high is. You gotta see what its all-time low is. If it's already went up like 100% in one day, then most likely you're out of luck. But if they just posted a press release 5 minutes ago and it's at its all-time low, or one of the lowest points it's been in a while, then most likely that stock is gonna go up very soon. Now, of course, there's a lot of pump and dump schemes, like, especially recently, especially with you guys with Doge, because Dogecoin was a pump and dump. Like I mentioned, cryptocurrencies, well, specifically Dogecoin, it really has no value, which I did admit to you guys, even though I told you guys to invest in it, which would have gave you guys a good return. I personally knew it wasn't a long-term thing, so I did tell you guys that. I posted on my story, and I let you guys know that once it went up to 8 cents, it was time to get out of it. I didn't want to scam you guys, you know, I didn't want you guys to be mad at me, because I'm the one who told you about it. So I helped a lot of you guys out with that. But there is a lot of pump and dump schemes recently. So you do have to look out for them. That's why I really don't recommend cryptocurrencies. And also the problem with cryptocurrencies is they're open, like the stock market closes on the weekends and it closes every day. It's only open from 9:30 to 4 o'clock. So cryptocurrencies is the complete opposite. It is open 24 hours a day. So I really don't personally invest a lot in cryptocurrencies because I just don't like staying up 24 hours a day trying to time the market and see when it's going to go up. And, you know, I just don't have time for that. But the stock market is much better because it closes and then you either sell before it closes or, you know what I mean? There's certain hours, which I like about that. But anyways, moral of the story is, like I said, it's really not that hard to find stocks to invest into nowadays. You just have to either get on Reddit or find a Discord group or just browse through Twitter and just find a successful investor who knows a lot about stocks. You can watch YouTube videos. I've seen a couple of guys on YouTube who were like list a whole bunch of stocks that they're looking out for the week. But like I mentioned, you do have to watch out for those because they could just be a pump and dump scheme. That's why I've said you have to do your own research. Once somebody tells you about a stock, once you find one on Reddit, you find a good news page about it and what that company is working on, at that point, you have to do your own research. Get on Yahoo Finance or just go on the company's website, you know, see what their market cap is, see what their earnings are. A lot of times, if a company is about to release their earnings for the month, that's a good time to invest in it. That's a perfect time to invest in it, especially if they give a clue that they've made a lot of earnings for that month. It's really simple, guys. And like I said, our generation is very fortunate because I don't know how they did this back in the days when there wasn't the internet. We have so many resources to learn about this stuff. But I mean, there's really not much to it. The main thing, like I said, is just do your own research. Like, Because there's a couple of stocks I've been watching over this weekend that I've written down. I wrote a list of what their next project is. I write down when they're planning on releasing a new press release or a news statement, or when they're reporting their earnings. And once that happens, most likely the stock is going to go up. Now, you do have to be aware, like, you have to be ready, because there's going to be a lot of people that just want to get their profit once that happens, and they're going to quickly sell. Especially if they invested like a couple thousand, they see their profits went up by thousands. They're ready to get their, that's different from investing $100 and seeing $100 profit. They're ready to get their $1,000 of profit. So they're going to quickly sell. So you have to be ready to sell once it reaches that high point. If you see it start dropping down quickly, you got to hurry up and get out of that stock. It's very simple. And I really hope this video gave you guys a little bit more tips. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not going to go into detail and tell you guys which stocks to look out for, because I honestly don't know. I've taken a lot of losses. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to mention before I end this video. I've taken a lot of losses, but I've never lost any money from the stock market, because I never, ever sell. You cannot lose money from the stock market if you don't sell. Like, your stock, you're going to keep the same amount of shares. You just hold on to them shares until that stock will go back up, because even if it takes years, that's why I always say, just don't invest more than you can afford. Always invest money that you don't need, because I could let my money sit there for years and I'll just be straight. You know what I mean? Because it's just sitting there. I'm not losing my shares. Once that price goes back up, I'll get my profit. I will, because I never sell no matter how low it goes, because I was down $200 off of Dogecoin a week before it blew up. I was down. I was negative. I was in the red. But if I would have sold, then I would have lost money. But I didn't ever lose money from it, because I never sold. You cannot lose money from the stock market if you don't sell. Do not sell when you're in the negative. You hold on to that stock until it goes back up. I don't care how low you are. Do not sell, because why would you? Why would you invest in something and just to take a loss from it? You should never invest money that you know you're going to need. Some people say that they needed the money for the emergency, and yeah, they had to sell it because they needed the money. Okay, that's understandable, but no, it's not, because don't invest money that you're going to need. Always invest, never invest more than you can't afford to lose, basically. At least for a while. Always think long term. How long do you plan on keeping that money in there? That's what you have to look at when you're investing in a company, because there's some companies where, yeah, they'll do good after a week. You'll get your profit after a week. But there's some that could be even more profitable if you plan on waiting months, if you plan on waiting 5-6 months, even a couple of years. So you really just have to go with your mind, and you have to just do whatever you think is right. You know, that can be frustrating. I agree. When I first started, like, I used to get so frustrated seeing myself lose money. Like, dang, it just hurts seeing money that you put in go negative below what you put in. But that will happen every single time. You just have to learn that it will. Keep that mindset. It will go back up eventually, okay? But I think I just about covered everything in this video. I will definitely be giving you guys some more tips, and like once I start like actually getting more gains and stuff, because I'm investing in a lot. I have a lot more portfolio as of right now. There's a couple companies that are supposed to be going up later this month, next month. You know, I'm investing in a lot right now. So if I come across a big gain, I will definitely let you guys know about it. And I'll continue to give you guys more tips on my Instagram and my Snapchat and all that. And, you know, I just want us all to be successful, because we, you know, the stock market is like, there's billion-dollar companies that make so much money off of this. And like us regular people, we should be able to profit off of this as well, because it's why not, you know? They've been doing it for years. So we should all be able to use this to our advantage, especially our generation, because we're young, and, you know, it's just a great opportunity for us to create generational wealth, okay? So like I said, I hope this video gave you guys a little bit of tips. I really hope if you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. And but that's about it for this video for now. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to click the subscribe button down below. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @TheRealLilmar. Follow me on Snapchat, Lilmar. Hey, yeah. Nah, for real.
She blowing on the dick like it's 420. Fucking on that bitch, yeah, she a snow bunny. Fuck that bitch and I ain't giving no money.